Hello wise woman, welcome to my channel. I am Wanga and this is Woman Wellness, a place for every woman who wants to take control of her life, understand her body and heal herself naturally. And if this is your first time joining, then welcome. If not, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about Queen V, your vaginal health. Now, I'm still new to the YouTube streets, so I don't quite know how it goes when it comes to flagging content. I have rated my channel as not for children, but I'm still not sure about all the stuff, like all the technicalities around it. So I won't, throughout the video, I won't always mention vagina or any other body parts within that region. I won't mention them too much because I don't want the channel or the video to get flagged because I'm still not sure. But if you do know how this works, please let me know so that I can make sure that I'm doing it right and we don't lose the channel. Thank you for watching the video so far and thank you for subscribing. Please interact with the video, like it, comment. If you have questions, put them in the comment section and I will respond for sure. And anything else, share, because the algorithm responds to interaction. So the more you share, the more you comment, you like, subscribe, then it gets, the channel will get more visibility and more recommendations, or will be recommended to more people, which I will definitely appreciate because we need to heal womanhood, right? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing about what are the common concerns. This is things that I've obviously read, but also that I've come across in my consultations and coaching with many women. What are the common concerns when it comes to their vaginal health or their Queen V health, as well as, what are the causes and what are the remedies that you can do at home. And of course, if I don't give remedies, then what am I even doing here? Let's get started. A few facts about Queen V. Firstly, scent is normal. I don't want to say odor because it kind of has a negative connotation to it, but scent is normal. If I sniff your hair, if I sniff your armpits, if I sniff your ears, if I sniff your nose, all those parts have a scent. So Queen V, same too, she has a scent and that's normal. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Secondly is that she is acidic. That's good. That's normal. It's what keeps all the nasties away. It's what controls scent. It's what controls infections or any irritabilities that may go on down there. That is essential. And I'll get into why it is important to keep her acidic for the most part later on in the video. Thirdly is that discharge is normal. It's very normal. It's called cervical mucus. I've actually done a few posts on it and I've done an episode on it on the podcast, season 2, where I'm talking about natural fertility and how to track your fertility. Fourth and finally, it is affected by diet and by medication. So those are the few facts that I just wanted to put out there before we get started. And now let's talk about the common concerns. So I'm going to touch on 4 in this particular video: odor, discharge, infections, and vaginal tone. Odor. Let's start with odor. During your period, you are going to smell more of an iron metallic like smell, and that's obviously because there's blood and blood contains iron. Otherwise, it normally has a more sour, fermented smell. But remember, every woman is different because of diet, because of the products you use, because of your whole hormonal picture. It will be different, but a sour smell is actually normal. A fermented smell is also normal. What would be a point of concern is if it has a fishy smell. So a fishy smell could be food sensitivities, could be just diet in general, long-term use or frequent use of antibiotics. It could be stress. Also your partner's hygiene, especially where there is penetrative sex, then that can cause, can throw off the balance and cause an odor. Now going back to particularly diet, pungent foods, so heavily spicy like foods and garlic, as well, like onions. If you eat a lot of it very often, that can cause a certain odor. So remedies, how do we improve the scent of Queen V? Fresh foods, fasting, citrus fruit, those are a good way to improve the scent of Queen V. Yoni steaming as well is one of them, and I'll get into yoni steaming in a little while. Second, infections. Another thing that women come to me and kind of say, hey, I'm getting that irritation. They don't particularly have like a particular STD or STI, but they just keep having these irritations, discharges, itching. That is not particularly, like, they can't quite point to, it's not an STD, it's not an STI. One of the causes is over cleaning. Queen V, self-cleaning. She is efficient at self-cleaning. There is a time and place where she might need some assistance. Again, yoni steaming, I'll get to that. But over cleaning with feminine hygiene products, that can throw off her pH, because some products can make it more alkaline or raise the pH, and then that makes it more alkaline, and then you become more you become more sensitive. So you become more itchy, or you can just be more sensitive to anything. If your partner is also not cleaning themselves well, so if he doesn't clean himself well, I'm talking about particularly where your partner penetrates. So if he's not cleaning himself well, circumcised or uncircumcised, if he's not cleaning himself well, that can be a cause for causing irritation or infections in you. Alcohol, yeast foods, sugar, antibiotics as well. Now, how do we remedy this? Well, one, make sure that you are not using soaps inside and in that area. So you can wash on the outside, that's fine, that's normal, that's recommended. But on the inside and in and around that entrance, make sure that you're not putting soap there, because then you start to throw off your pH and make it more alkaline, which we don't want. One of the ingredients that is in Vitality is shatavari. Shatavari is a wonderful herb for women. It actually loosely translates to she who has 100 husbands, because it works on your libido, but it works on your hormones as well. It's a fantastic hormone regulating herb, and it also helps improve immune response. So by taking or using Vitality, you're not only improving your immune response, but you're also improving your vaginal health. Calendula or marigold tea is fantastic, and not just detoxing your body, your lymph system, but also the pelvic region. Yoni steaming or yoni soaking. If you've been on the website, you'd have seen that we have 3 different yoni products. We have yoni central, we have yoni cleanse, and yoni heal. So in the instance of infections or irritations, the 2 that I would recommend would be either yoni cleanse or yoni heal. Thirdly, discharge. Like I said, discharge is normal cervical mucus that changes throughout your entire cycle. That's normal. With each phase of your cycle, your cervical mucus is going to shift and change from amount of liquid to texture to color even. That is normal. Leukorrhea is a condition where you're basically wet all the time. Or you're constantly just having a discharge. I see this a lot of the time when, and I have experienced it myself as well, when you go on the birth control pill. So where there is excess estrogen in particular, it is quite driven by estrogen levels. So you'll find that you may have started a hormonal birth control, particularly the pill, and then your vaginal discharge kind of changed. That's because of your hormone levels changing because of that pill that you're taking. So this is not normal, but it can be fixed. Use it by balancing your hormones, and also eating more tonifying foods, again, like the citrus fruit, pineapple, tamarind, anything that you drink or eat and that makes you go, it literally does that for her too. So think any astringent foods, even tea, can be helpful for this. Yoni steaming and soaking. So yoni central would be what I would recommend, or the herbal sitz bath if you're dealing with just general wetness, like you're just It's just not changing throughout your cycle. And finally, tone. I think tone, vaginal tone, I think is more subjective. Obviously, if you've had kids, that's going to shift a little bit. It is elastic, it goes back, but you know, those are things that can change your vaginal tone for a little bit until you until you're fully healed in your postpartum journey, right? So sugar, alcohol, sugar contributes to vaginal dryness. Alcohol also does the same. So even though this is not under the discharge, it's under tone, because the dryness can lead to atrophy, vaginal atrophy. Stress as well can make vaginal tone change. There is a condition called vaginismus, which is basically where it's literally like blocking off penetration. And that can be caused by stress, that can be caused by insecurity, or guilt around sex as well. So there is a mental aspect to your vaginal tone as well. Whether you're relaxed or whether you're excited or whether you're actually anxious or scared. So women who, for example, have endometriosis or pelvic pain might always feel quite anxious towards sex, and that can cause it to actually close up rather than be, you know, not loose, but obviously open to penetration. But in terms of, because the one that I come across most is how do I improve the tone, right? This is where, again, yoni steaming will really do a fantastic job at this, because the herbs that we use in all the yoni steams have quite astringent properties, so they help to improve tone. So regardless of whichever one you use, it will help with tone where there is a lack of tone. The other thing is yoni pearls. So weighted yoni pearls. I usually only would recommend this, again, for women who are in postpartum and are just trying to heal and regain their tone again. So this is not something where I would say every woman, you do weightlifting, you do pearl weightlifting, and you do pearl weightlifting. No, I would recommend this for women who are trying to regain their pelvic floor tone, or maybe after surgery, and then also pelvic floor exercises and Kegel exercises. These are ones that can help with tone, but it also will help in with sexual pleasure as well. By improving the tone there, it will help with, you know, enjoying the experience more, because you become more sensitive and you feel more when you're more toned. And just for two other, you know, general health points that I would recommend. So again, vitality. The reason why I love vitality is it's an overall wellness supplement, right? So it will help with the immune response. It'll improve your immunity. It'll help regulate your stress hormone. It'll help you just kind of be in a Zen mode, right? So it will help with balancing your hormones. It helps with libido. It just helps you feel better. It helps with sleep. It just helps you feel better. It's fantastic. It's an overall one. It literally is for vitality. So that is one that if you're struggling with just even vaginal health, dryness, libido, etc., then you can use vitality. And then secondly, if you don't have anything in particular that's bothering you, like you don't have a discharge issue, you don't have a infection or an odor issue, but you do want to, you know, incorporate yoni steaming into your womb wellness or womb health, then I'd say steam after your period, just after your period, then that's fine. Or if you do get, at the end of your period, if you do get like a brownish discharge or like a thicker discharge, then yoni steaming will help you for that. And so that's it for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section down below. If you have any comments, comment in the section down below. And if there's any particular content you want me to cover or any particular topics you want me to cover, again, in the comments down below. And then like, subscribe, and share the video with another woman, and let's heal together. So until next time, take care and be well.